Do dreams come true? Well, yes they do. And here are 7 of my biggest dreams that came true. Hi, this is Marko from Papa Talks, and to my daughters, hey, nice to see you and I love you so much. And to everyone else, it's glad you stumbled upon these videos, and someday, somehow, some way, I'm pretty sure these videos will help you and help your life. I don't know how, but sure they will. But let's get to the story. Do dreams come true? Well, I've written down 7 of my biggest dreams, and that's been a very interesting journey for me. Let me take you back where it all started, and then you realize how I've came to this understanding why dreams come true. And I do still have some questions unanswered, like why I'm not a millionaire yet. But I do have my own ideas about that, or like a philosophy why that hasn't happened yet, and I'm gonna tell you later, so stay tuned. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that little bell button so you'll get notified when I post some cool stuff. Okay, so I started working when I was 18, and pretty soon I discovered alcohol. If you haven't seen my my video about how I met God, I talk in great detail there how my life changed and what happened. I talk about alcohol, so check this video out if you haven't already. And basically, I was a waiter and a bartender without any education. I didn't have any other skills. So the years went by, and as I worked in different clubs and pubs and restaurants, I started to think that, is this my life? Is this all? Will I be like a waiter till the rest of my life? And of course, since I was drinking so much, all my bad thoughts I drowned in the bottle, because then life was happy and everything was cool. And one of my biggest dreams was if I could work without the boss, because I so hated someone telling me when I can sit, when I can eat, when I can go to toilet, when I need to come to work, when I can, I don't know, have a free day, basically like a regular or normal job. I've never actually worked 9 to 5, because the restaurant schedules are a little bit different, pretty good, but still I did have my work days, I had my free days and so on. So one of my biggest dreams was be my own boss. But to me at that time, or basically at least over the 10-year period from 18 to almost 30, I had no idea how could I do that. I didn't know anything. Basically, I knew how to send an email, and that's it, or how to be in social media. There were some sites, and later Facebook came, and other sites, of course. So basically, no skills, only how to pour drinks and how to wait tables, and of course my alcoholism that fucked everything up. So I dreamt about these things, and it's almost all my dreams were so impossible, like a dream of becoming a Hollywood superstar, or going to Mars, or whatever. So you kind of dream of it, but still in the back of your head, you always, or all the time, you kind of know that this will never happen, this can't happen, because you don't see any way or possibility how your dream could manifest. Only later on, when I started educating myself on those topics, I realized how our universe works and how we actually create our own life, how our mind, or how powerful our mind is, that our thoughts become things and reality, and our thoughts have energy and power, and the saying that what you think about you become, maybe it was Napoleon Hill who said, there are so many people have said the same thing, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, all this stuff works. And my 7 biggest dreams that have become reality are pretty clear proof of that. And actually, basically my whole life is kind of a proof of that. What are said in this self-help or success and other books is true. So my biggest dream, being my own boss, for the last 10 years now, I've been working from home and love it. Of course, I would like to have more money and I don't know other things, but I'll get back to those topics later on in some other videos in greater detail. Why or why not these things have or have not happened. But basically, I dreamt about it and it came true, and that's one of the biggest dreams I've had. The second one, having my own house near the sea and in the nature, basically, was another like crazy thought. That because at that time, first I lived with my mother, then I lived with different girlfriends in the city, in Tallinn, where I worked, and had no money, no idea how to how could this dream become true. But what I did have was my grandparents and my grandparents' house, where I've been, well, I haven't lived here, but now I live here. But when I was a kid, in the summer times and in vacations, and of course I visited my grandparents. So when they died, and basically it happened almost at the same time when I got the opportunity to not be a waiter and a bartender anymore, but to just kind of work from home. First I worked actually in Tallinn, helped, or I was still kind of working. I had to be in Tallinn, but later on, when I discovered all these internet opportunities, I basically got to work from home. And at the same time, or same time period, first my grandfather, then my grandma died, and then I thought, hey, why can't I, or kind of the opportunity arose for me to come and live in my grandparents' house, which is near the sea. It's a few hundred meters, there's a forest, have a big yard, so basically nature all over. And that was my second biggest dream that came true. Of course the house was here, but for me, when I was a waiter, it was impossible to even, it doesn't even matter to think about me coming to live here, because there's no work. What will I do? And like to ride from Tallinn every morning and every evening with the bus, take to work, that's absurd. So anyways, that kind of that dream to live in my own house came true. Another one, traveling to United States. It's been a big dream for me since the kid, and again, through my work, through different internet opportunities, I stumbled upon another great program or like affiliate program I was involved with, and they had a conference in United States in where was it? Don't remember the city, But anyways, so I got to go to United States. I got a car and I got the exact car I wanted. It was a time I already lived here. I had met your mother. If you haven't watched the video yet, How I Met Your Mother, check it out. I had met your mother and we lived here, but at that time there was some kind of low period. I remember I had very little work, basically no money, and my cousin came to visit me, and he had like a few years old Saab 9.5. At that time it was so beautiful, it's a luxury car basically. It's so cool, white leather seating and all black and very cool. And I remember he washed his car here and a little thought came through my head. Oh, I wish I had that, I don't know, that kind of car. And then the thought went away. And I had no car. I didn't even actually dream about having a car, or of course I did, but hey, if you are broke, if you have no money, you don't see any possibility how in the near future you could actually get a car, so why think about it? Yeah, well actually, you should think about it, and you should always dream about big things, but that's a topic for another video. So anyways, less than a year went by and I bought the car from my cousin, the exact car. So I got the car I wanted because things turned around and hey, another cool and big dream came true. And one of the biggest dreams, of course, was getting the woman of my dreams, and that was your mother, my little love. So How I Met Your Mother, I'll explain how weird and interesting story it was, how we met. It's not like a usual story. Go check out and see it for yourself. So, little later, I've already been working here in 𝐶𝐸𝐬, my home office. I was dreaming about, oh, how I would like to have an office in Tallinn, like a real office. So I would go to the office and feel myself very important, and I don't know, it's that kind of thoughts. So I don't know why I actually dreamed about it, but I wanted it so bad, and I got it. Few years back, an opportunity arose. We partnered up with one guy and we basically got an office in the very center. We don't have skyscrapers here in Estonia, but one of the highest like office buildings where you can see the sea and the whole Tallinn. We had in the pretty up some high level apartment, yeah, it was an apartment which we turned into the office. So I got the office. What was the result? I spent like 3 or 4 days a week in Tallinn in the office, thought that this was cool while my spouse and kids were home, and I thought that it was something I really wanted. The only thing the office time taught me, that I really want to be at home with you guys, even when you scream all the time. I just knew that being at home was much better than being at the office. So my dream came true and teach me it's not what I wanted at all. Anyways, the last one is the fun thing. It's getting almost every woman I really wanted. Well, of course, you, my daughters, maybe to you it's not something, it's not so special, but hey, every dad who's watching now, and every young or teenage boy who is watching this video now would probably want to know very much, how can you get almost every woman you want? And I'm gonna do a video about it, because the secret is pretty simple. You don't have to be a supermodel, or you don't have to be like a superstar, Brad Pitt or anything else, because whole my life I had problems with my teeth. I didn't have beautiful teeth. They were a little bit yellow, some even darker spots here. I had tooth missing. So the only thing like I was very self-conscious about my whole life was my teeth. It was only maybe, I don't know, 5 years ago when I got an opportunity to fix all my teeth and have this white beautiful smile. But up until that time I didn't have a nice smile, and I rarely smiled, and yet I managed to get almost every woman I really wanted. So would you like to know how? You need to watch. You need to subscribe and hit that bell button, and then you'll someday soon will see the video where I spell the secrets, and these secrets apply to other things also. Not only getting women or not getting a boy or a man you want, basically getting a job you want, getting whatever you want from people. Just to help you, or it's not like, hey, give me $1 million and everyone will give you. No, but I said almost, because of course you won't get everyone. I'm still talking about like if you really want a woman but she's happily married and has kids. No, I wouldn't even go after that woman, never. That's like goes against my inner beliefs and what are my values, my inner values. So if someone is not free or available, then I won't mess with them, because I hate all kinds of dishonesty and cheating and lying, and yeah, I've done it all and I've got it all. People have done it to me, didn't felt very good, have different values and different perspectives in life. So those were my 7 biggest dreams. Of course, little things have also manifested in my life, but I just wanted to point out those 7. And here's the thing: dreams come true to everyone, not just me, because I was so skeptical. I didn't know anything about this life. Only when my cousin gave me my first self-help book, which was Happy Pocket Full of Money, I learned that when you start thinking the right way, that thinking automatically leads to actions. You start doing things, and this action will lead ultimately to your results. And I can guarantee you one thing, and that's based on my life, based on everything I've read, heard from my friends. Almost always your dreams do not come true the way you might expect. Almost always absolutely different way they come true. And that's been with everything in my life. Even if I think that, okay, I want something, probably I should do this, that and that to get that thing, and I try to do something, and later on you discover that first of all that dream has come true, but it happened way different than whatever I thought. I guess that's the saying that God works in mysterious ways. I call it the universe. Universe works in mysterious ways. But hey, I'm gonna talk about dreams and thinking and all that stuff in some other videos, because you, my little loves, need to know all these things. And by the time you are watching these videos, hopefully I've been a good father enough for you that you have already read almost all the books I have here and probably already know all that stuff, but you never know. And to everyone else, I hope my videos, I do not hope, I'm pretty sure that somehow, some way my videos will benefit you. And you can always leave me a comment and ask me anything. I'm very happy to help with whatever I can, or with what I can. So thank you for watching, to my little loves, Alice, Arabella, Mia, Cassandra and Alisa, if you're watching. I love you so much, and to everyone else, hey, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Pop out.